Hello. Cheers. Sunday. Time for beer and a bit of a chat, I guess. Bear with me a second. I'll get this jacket off. Just got back from a walk. 6.4 miles in 2 hours. Not too bad. I'm not sure on the elevation. There was a fair bit of elevation because I was doing some hills, but it just shows how 2 hours for 6 miles. Not the best of paces. Shows how long it's been since I've been doing some walking, really. I did an 8 miler earlier in the week because I'm on a holiday again now, having some more holiday time in the quiet period at work, really, so may as well. This is the best bitter I made, 4.6%. On the hand pull, it's come out pretty nice. It's pretty tasty. Temperature wise is about right here. We're getting into double figures outside, so it's around 10 to 12 in here, which is spot on, really. 12 degrees is nice serving temp, really, for me for something like this. SARS is not SARS, is it? It's Fuggles. Fuggles is coming through quite peppery, hence why I thought my brain went SARS. It's quite peppery, bit of peppery earthiness to it, but there's some fruit flavours there from the West Yorkshire Ale Yeast. Hey, West Coast, dude. West Coast of Yorkshire, like no. It's not bad. It hasn't fully cleared through yet. I mean, it's not brilliant, but it's going well. The Abject Failure, I'm gonna have to rename that. The Abject Failure, which was meant to be the Brute, that flew out. That was actually the absolute cracking beer. That turned out to be. I know I said I didn't think the bitterness was working for it because I didn't think it was bitter enough. But actually, it just went down too quickly. Didn't touch the sides. So you might be able to a constant bubbling. That's behind me is the Kolsch I brewed on Thursday. That's my usual favourite Kolsch, using Idaho 7 and Vic Secret. It's absolute quality Kolsch beer. Flavour wise, brilliant, love it. Back to the bitter, malt bill of it. Do you know what? I can't even remember off the top of my head, can I? 4 kilos, I think it was. 3.5 to 4 kilos. 3.5, I think. 3.5 kilos of Maris Otter. I think it's crisp Maris Otter, to be fair. I used, and then I had added the Dark Crystal. I think 200 grams of normal crystal, and 200 grams of special B, and 200 grams torrefied wheat. I think that's the malt bill. It's come out really nice, and I like that colour. I do like that colour. It's a nice colour, a nice caramel colour. It's got the toffee taste is there. I think I said this last time I did a video. Possibly Toffos, if you ever remember Toffos, which some of you probably won't even have a clue, because I'm an old bastard these days. So Toffos, yeah, very much reminiscent of a mixture of the normal Toffo with a hint of the banana Toffo, maybe. I think that banana is gone. It is very drinkable though, especially after a long walk. You can't beat first pint after a walk. So, what do we got? What's been happening? What's going on? Not a lot, really. As I said, what was meant to be the Brute IPA, that finished. That's gone. That keg. I mean, the last half of that keg was absolutely clear, completely clear. Whether that amylase. Maybe I had the wrong. Is there another type of amylase? Are there 2 types of amylase? Because the idea of this amylase is to remove starch hairs from wine. Now, it didn't do anything for the beer itself, for reducing the sugar, breaking down the complex sugars to give me a drier finish. Although 1.005, it wasn't too bad. It did clear it up unbelievably. I've never had such a clear beer. Certainly for the time from kegging it to finishing it to, yeah, I don't give the yeast time to go from the top to the bottom usually. If it's a beer I'm enjoying, and I really enjoyed that in the end. I definitely was caning it a bit. But that half a keg of it completely clear, like as clear as I've ever seen a beer. And we're talking commercial level clarity. Whether that had to do with the amylase itself, removing starch hairs from wine, whether that was what did it, or whether it is the fact that I do like, obviously, the cold crashability of the glycol chiller. It does do a good job of that fast cold crash, really fast. I'm not sure how it'll work over the summer period. As we get warmer, the temperatures are rising, aren't they? And so I don't know how quickly it'll cold crash it then. But as it stands at the minute, it does a very good job. Yeah, it hasn't helped so much with the best bitter, but then I didn't let it cold crash as long as I maybe should. I wanted it. I was really desperate for a best bitter for some reason. I do get that urge, and I don't know how many other people have it. It doesn't matter what I've got on tap. If I've just had a brew day, I want to drink that beer there and then. I'm like, I've finished it. I'm in the fermenter, but I want to drink it. I want to drink it now. Can I drink it now? Obviously not. But yeah, I get that urge to drink it there and then, so it can be a bit of a struggle at times. Fighting myself to get it on whilst holding back, knowing full well the more I hold it back, the better it'll be. Yeah. So there we go. We've talked about the beer, really. Let's say we're on to the Kolsch now. Next beer. I am thinking about doing the Pilsner. I really need to start. Now that temperatures are warming up, I will need to get the what do you call the blooming conical flask. I need to get the conical flask out. I need to get the stir bar and all that going and put this yeast in. This Idle Valley Brewing Saft Lager. Just as an experiment, see if it goes, because I really want to do a lager. I want to get that done, and I'll put it in a keg and leave it. I'm going to leave it in the keg too. I'm not going to condition it. I need to condition it in the tank, don't I, really, to get it low enough temperature, because it's too warm. It's getting too warm now, isn't it? Talking, as I say, double digits during the day. Maybe not so much at the night time. Still a bit chilly then. But certainly double digits in the daytime. Conditioning, probably not a good, but I need the fermenter. I really do. I don't have anything else to brew in now. And I am getting through beer rather quick. I get through a keg probably every fortnight at the minute. I know, it's a bit full on. And it takes me a fortnight to brew a beer, so I'm not really building up any supplies whatsoever of beer. Joys of alcoholism and this hobby. I should maybe move on to spirits, shouldn't I? Yeah, because that's going to work for me, isn't it? Yeah, move on to spirits, get really, really ratty. I just noticed, just come to half time, Chelsea Newcastle 0-0. Wow. Leeds Norwich. Yeah, Norwich are out, aren't they? Norwich are down. Leeds are fighting to stay up, but Norwich are definitely down now, aren't they? I think Newcastle are going to save themselves. That was such a quick switch, wasn't it? Just I noticed it's coming out. I'd have some Southampton 1, Watford 2, Leeds 1, Norwich 0. This is coming up as this is like the Saturday sports results, isn't it? 4-5-5, East 5-4. There you go. That old classic. Well, what else have I got to talk about? Watched a couple of videos and I just watched today the video, Dr. Hans's video, where he had he'd put away the 4 bottles he'd used the iTap on. He'd done as an experiment to check. He had his keg of beer, put in his Keezer, not touched it, other than to bottle 4 beers. First beer, no CO2 flush, bottled, sealed. 2 flushes on the second one. The third one, he, flushed with the Schweppes before he even did any more flushing. They flushed it with the iTap and then bottled it. And then the final one, he just left a bit of space at the top of a bottle. Left them at room temperature, which I suppose in Sweden wasn't that warm this time of year. I left them for 4 weeks, and obviously the bottle had the little air space at the top just browned within a week. It just oxidised straight away. The other 3 seemed to oxidise at the same level. I mean, you couldn't tell. You kind of, especially when he brought out the control. Half time, Everton 0, Wolves 0. Just thought I'd bring that back up as well, yeah, while we're at it. Live scores late. By the time you read it, it's like probably full time. I'll watch this video, it'll be like 3 days later. But for me, this is live. I should do this as a live thing, shouldn't I? On a Sunday, just do a live chat. I don't know why I don't. Live stream. You can't do live stream on a phone though, can you? I need to set up a laptop and all that, and it's just like, yeah, that's a bit of effort. Oh, I just wondering what that noise was then. Yeah, it was the glycol chiller just kicking in a bit. So that beer is going down well. Yeah, so when you then put the control beer, which came straight from the keg, in and compared it with the other 3, yeah, so there's 4 beers and then the control one, which he just left a gap in, which he ignored that one. It was just so oxidised, so obviously oxidised from the start. He wasn't even going to drink it and try it. So he compared the control in the keg with those 3. It was obvious, the colour. I mean, it wasn't a great difference, but it was obviously a difference. You could see that they had oxidised over 4 weeks. Having said that, he couldn't notice much of a taste difference at all. So it had oxidised, but it was very slight in over 4 weeks. And that was using the iTap. Who knows? Make of that what you will, as I will, as everyone will. Anyway, I think we're going to call that it. I'm going to go back and get a little bit. I just want to say about I've got a problem with my hand, but my beer engine itself. I think that one of the seals isn't sealing properly, because I appear to have air in the line at all times. Now, I know I'm using Jubilee clips to fasten the pipework and such. I maybe need to get some more. I haven't fastened it fully on the Y. There's the Y joint, which drops. Half time, West Ham 0, Aston Villa 0. Just add that in as well. Alrighty. There's a lot of matches on a Sunday. We're starting to try and run through them on a Sunday, aren't we? It's like 3 o'clock on it. 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock on a Saturday. More like, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting air in somewhere at the minute. It could be the joint, the Y joint on the beer engine, or the Jubilee clips themselves aren't as tight as I want them, or it could actually be in the beer engine itself, and the seals within it may not be fully sealed. I'll have to have a take it apart and have another look. I don't really want to right now while I've got the beer on, but it is causing a little bit of an issue with the beer. I'm going to pull another one because, as I said, that was the very first beer off it. Do you know what? I'll point it down so if you can see, right, as I do it. Can we do this? Just there. Right. So you see, immediately it's air, beer, air, then beer. air than beer. So it's sucking in air as it drops back, isn't it? I can see in the line that there's just a big air space there. So I'm lifting it out just to get it. There. I don't know if that helped. I don't know if you saw all that properly or what you thought of it. But anyway, that's the beer settling out. Again. See, I just have to show you demonstrations. All this I do for you. I just have to now drink this, don't I? As Dr. Hans would say, is this good content? This content's pretty good. I'm quite enjoying that content. Is this content any good? Right, that's enough, I think, of me waffling. I know I still haven't done the video of the brewtubers that I'm sub to, that I would consider to be not my contemporaries, but not my, you know what I mean, the ones that came. I didn't start at the same time, but I've started since, and have bigger channels than me. Some don't, etc. And you know, other people that have come into the world of brewing since I was doing it, started 6 years ago. So I do know I have to do that, and I will do that. I will put that together. I'm just actually starting to compile the list of people, because I need to go not only back through my subscription list to see them, but the ones that I have seen and haven't subscribed to, but they're there and I do watch them. They come up for me, but I was watching one today. I hadn't realised I wasn't subscribed to him. I was like, oh yeah, I watch him. Yeah, I watch him, and he comes up on my sort of front page, so to speak. But I realised that I went to think, well, he doesn't do many beer videos. He does some videos, and then I subbed him, and then suddenly I saw he was doing like a video every 4 days. It's like, wow, that's a lot of work. But I hadn't noticed that because I hadn't fully subscribed. So I need to go back through that, go through all them, find the ones that I do like as well, that I've watched that I haven't subbed at the time, maybe because I've been watching either on my TV is the thing. You see, I watch quite a lot on the big screen TV when I actually have some peace and quiet in the house for myself, and so I'll watch a video, I'll go, oh, I really like them, and I'll have to go back and look at it and sub to it another time. Now I maybe don't, because I get distracted by another video coming up or whatever, or getting hassled, suddenly kids turn up again and start hassling me. And so I forget about it, and then I'll watch another video a bit later, the same person, because I may get hinted at to watch them again, sort of thing. So I will get back onto it, I promise, honestly, I will do that video shortly. Right, that's enough. It's been nearly 18 minutes. You're bored of me. I want to drink beer. We'll call it a day then, shall we? So, you got this far, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.